With Autodesk InfraWorks 360, getting from idea to concept to yes is faster and easier than ever. I'm James Wedding, a technical specialist with Autodesk, and in the next few minutes, you'll see how InfraWorks 360 allows architects and planners to explore their ideas and designs quickly and easily in the context of the real world. You'll see how easy it is to create a base InfraWorks model simply by selecting an area on a map, and how to add an existing 3D model to bring it to life. Then we'll create a conceptual site design using simple and easy sketching tools, getting a sense of light and shadow and massing before we put in a Revit model to help the client and other stakeholders really understand the vision for the project. From first click to a quick fly-through took all of about 15 minutes. Let's get started. With InfraWorks 360, we've included a new feature called the Model Builder. Simply by searching for a city and locating our project site on a map, we're able to inquire from the USGS, OpenStreetMaps, and other free sources to create a base model of a project. You can see the time in the upper right-hand corner to show you how quickly this is happening. From opening the dialog to the email notification to download in well under 10 minutes, and I can begin reviewing the site and the surrounding areas. Since I can see that there is a building on the adjoining block, and because I've been to Austin a few times, I know I might need some more information. Now, I've grabbed a model of the next building, and simply by dragging and dropping that model into InfraWorks, I can place the building appropriately on the site, and I can begin my site design. First, let's cover up the parking lot since we're going to be looking for a more green solution. Now I can begin massing in a simple office building, picking points to lay out sort of an L shape. And once I'm done, I can modify the shape, change the fascia, I can add some slope to the roof, whatever I feel like doing to sort of tweak that design. At this point, I'm really just getting an idea of how I might lay the site out. I can add in an access road connecting the two streets in Austin, running east and west across the site, and I can lay in a rough idea of a parking lot. Remember, we're not counting stalls. We're just going for space layout at this point. I'll add in a water feature just for fun since we're going to have to do detention and some trees. And now I have a rough idea of how I might use this site. And really, I'm 10 minutes into the design. At this point, I can actually take this model and sit down with the developer or the owner and start talking about options. Discuss, do you want the building here or there? Do you want to rotate? Do you want an orientation? Where do you want the access points from? And because everything in here is a sketch, I can modify it on the fly or delete it during the course of that conversation. With a concept agreed to, maybe you'll want to refine the model again. And with Autodesk InfraWorks, we can consume all that other data you've been preparing, maybe a civil site design, or in this case, a Revit model of the building we're going to put on the site. I simply drag and drop the RVT file directly into InfraWorks. Then I can place the building on the site and rotate or translate it into the position that we've talked about. I can work with this building now and perform some basic solar studies, looking for shadows from the adjoining building or shadows from my own building, and relocate that building on the site if necessary. Because InfraWorks is based in the real world and using real world coordinates, we're also getting real world lighting based on the correct location of the sun for the time and day we've selected in the InfraWorks model. To bring the site a little bit more to life, I'm going to go ahead and add in some of those details that sort of make the presentation nice. I'm going to add in some more trees around the perimeter. I'm going to move the water feature to an area that makes more sense instead of right under the building, and begin sketching in some sidewalks. Now, you'll notice the sidewalks interact directly with the road that we drew across and create some really nice visualization. We can edit them and tie them together simply by dragging the grips that appear. InfraWorks handles all that sort of tedious cleanup, and you get the credit for having a site design quick and easy. Now that we've built a quick site plan and oriented our building and added in details, we can start sharing this design with all the stakeholders involved. Adjoining property owners, city, public review boards, etc. With built-in tools for presentations, InfraWorks can create flybys or fly-throughs in almost real time. Simply pick the important points of view that you want to convey or that matter to you, and let InfraWorks stitch the camera path together. Want to add a logo so that everyone knows who did this great project? Well, we've got a watermark to help with that. Want to slow the camera down a bit? Easy adjustments make camera editing simple and easy. Real-world lighting, real-time rendering on the fly, and there's no render farm to be seen. Creating presentations is quick and simple, and you can make adjustments at any time. Now, you've seen a project jump from a roadmap to concept to fly-through, all in about 15 minutes of real work time in InfraWorks. Remember, Autodesk InfraWorks 360 isn't just about the roads. It isn't just for civil engineers. It's about seeing your design in the context of what's already out there. If you're an architect or a planner, simply InfraWorks 360 is for you. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. If you're interested in more of what InfraWorks 360 can do for your projects, visit autodesk.com/infraworks or contact your local Autodesk reseller. Thanks again.